FOC show. My name is Brenna, and for anyone who doesn't know, FOC means Final Order Cutoff. Comic retailers have to order their books about 4 weeks in advance to make sure that our numbers are submitted, because the publishing companies go to print based off of what retailers order. It's super important to have your request in by FOC for that reason, because if you do not submit an FOC request, we cannot guarantee availability upon release date. Depending on how much we ordered, we might already have requests for the book. It could be a book that we only ordered a few copies of. For Marvel books, that's especially common because there's about 5 covers for each book, so you can't order 100 of all 5. You have to kind of pick your spots. So FOC is basically the only way to 100% guarantee, besides putting books on sub, that you get the books and the covers that you want. To submit your request, you just send an email to brenna@thecollectivecomics.com with the title, the issue number, and the cover preference. The more specific you can be, the better. For anyone who maybe doesn't know or hasn't watched, because this is still a newer thing, every week I do a top 10 of the top 10 books that I think are important for FOC. And then after that point, I go through all the rest of the books that are on FOC. Starting off with number 10, Night of the Goal. This is the only cover that's available. It is written by Scott Snyder, and Francesco Francavilla is doing the art. The whole premise of this book is it's like a horror movie. A horror movie gets filmed. The movie on like their preview night ends up getting completely deleted. The entire cast is killed. So it's like a horror book about a horror movie. Sounded super interesting. Scott Snyder is obviously an incredible writer. I think this is a really good team for a horror book. So yeah, this is the only cover. It is by Dark Horse Comics. There are some incentives that will be available, but this is the only open order standard cover price cover. Number 9, I put Miracle Man number 0. There's additional covers available besides these. I'll show them off later when I go through all the rest of the FOC stuff. Miracle Man is getting a new series through Marvel. This is number 0 of that. Number 8, Axe X-Men number 1. This is obviously an Axe tie-in. There's another cover in addition to these. I showed off the A cover and the connecting variant because I thought they looked really cool. If you are reading Judgment Day and you want the Axe and the Axe tie-ins, this is a book for you. Same with Axe Star Fox, also a one-shot tie-in to Judgment Day. If you're a Star Fox fan, this is a Star Fox book. If you're an Axe Judgment Day fan, this is a necessary pickup because it's a one-shot that ties in to the rest of your series. Number 6, I have Black Adam Justice Society Files Dr. Fate. This has been a series of one-shots that have been coming out from DC about the Justice Society files, kind of told through the perspective of Black Adam. I put this one up here specifically because it's Dr. Fate, who's kind of a lesser portrayed character in the medias. So I thought it was cool that he was getting a one-shot, and for any Dr. Fate fans, this exists, and you guys are getting more content. Gotham City Year 1 number 1 is number 5. This book looks so cool. It is a Tom King written book. It is like a prequel to Gotham City. It shows how Gotham City got to be the way it was, pre-Bruce Wayne, pre-everything. So it looks really interesting. I'm super excited for this. I can't wait to pick it up. That Ryan Scoop cover is also just phenomenal. You can see the outline of like Batman through Gotham City, and it looks really neat. I'm excited. Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 1. There's additional covers available besides the 2 I have up here. New Joker series written by Matthew Rosenberg, who's one of my favorite writers, and obviously Carmine Di Domenico. I've never known how to say his last name, but he is on the art for that, both the interiors and it looks like the A covers. So if you liked the previous Joker series and are upset that it ended, a new one's getting ready to start up for you. If you like Joker and you want to just jump into a series with him in it, this is definitely something you'll want to pick up. Number 3 is Edge of the Spider-Verse 5. This is actually a wrap-up for the Edge of the Spider-Verse series. The reason that I included this and included it at such a high number is because I believe that this is going to be where the huge new hero for the next Spider-Verse movie is going to be introduced. For anyone who doesn't know, the creative team on this book consists of the directors for the Edge of Spider-Verse movies. So yeah, I think this is going to be a big deal. I think they're going to introduce the characters that they are going to put in the movie in this issue. So I'm asking you to FOC it. So if this is something you're interested in, you can pick it up. Your cover is guaranteed for you. because I'm sure this is going to be a very quick sell on the shelves. Number 2 is Spider-Man number 1. They're restarting the Spider-Man run. There's an Arthur Adams Gwen variant that I think looks phenomenal, as well as the A cover that y'all have probably seen on Marvel previews. New Spider-Man run, new number 1. It's not Amazing Spider-Man, just standard Spider-Man. And then number 1, I have the Star Wars Mandalorian number 4 Momoko variant, because it is a Peach Momoko Grogu, and what more could you want in your life? I'm so excited for this cover to come out. It looks so cute. Typically, covers with Baby Yoda or Grogu go super fast. The fact that Momoko is a very notorious artist definitely will contribute to that sell-out factor. So make sure you put in requests for this cover if you want it. Going on from that, we're just going to jump right into the DC FOC. There's some independent stuff. Al Dente One Shot, As of the Barb number 2 of 5, has an A and a B cover, both by Rio Burton. Batman 128 is FOCing this week. This is the A cover from Jorge Jimenez. I love this cover. I think it looks amazing. There's the Del Auto cardstock variant, which is a little hard to see farther out, so I'll zoom it in, but you can see kind of the details here in the sewer. And then there is a Francisco Mantina cardstock variant with failsafe on the cover. This cover looks amazing. Mantina's an amazing artist. This is probably like the 3rd or 4th cover appearance of failsafe throughout the series. Love this cover, though. It looks amazing. Batman Nightwatch number 2 of 5 FOCs. This is the A cover. And that's the only cover, actually. I lied. Batman Urban Legends number 20. This is the A cover. That looks like... Who is that? That's not Batman Who Laughs, is it? He looks spiky. Can't really see it from back here, but he has the sky, so he looks super cool. And then there is the B cover, has Nightwing on it. This cover's super sick. I love Nightwing. And then also the C cover. There's no dogs on any of these covers, which disappoints me, but the covers are super cool nonetheless. Justice Society Files, which I already showed off. Catwoman 2022 is getting a trade finally from where the new creative team took over to current. I would highly recommend picking this up if you're a Catwoman fan at all. This run was super good. The new creative team is doing an amazing job. Teenie Howard writes her amazingly. I really, really, really enjoyed this run, and I didn't fully expect to. So pick up the trade if you're at all interested. Cities of Magic number 5 FOCs, Code 45 number 4 FOCs, Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths number 5 is FOCing. This is the A cover, which doesn't have the trade dressing on it yet, but it will. It's not going to be a virgin variant. There is the B cover, which is harder to see farther away, so I'm going to zoom it in. But you can see everyone on that cover when you look at it more close. And then the C cover, which is the Identity Crisis homage, which looks super cool. Kind of more of that animated style on here, which I like. And then there's the coffin, obviously, because they're all dead. There is Dark Crisis, the Deadly Green one-shot. This is a Swamp Thing one-shot happening in Dark Crisis. This cover is gorgeous. I'm so excited for this book. I'm even more excited for the cover. Swamp Thing is literally, like, phenomenal. The Ram V run specifically is really good. And Ram V is in this one-shot. He's helping writing it because there's various writers. So Joshua Williamson, Dan Waters, Ram V, and others. But I'm glad to see Ram V's on this because he's probably one of my favorite Swamp Thing writers, period. This is the B cover as well. Not quite as, like, stained glassy as the A cover, but still an amazing cover regardless. Deceased War of the Undead Gods number 3. That's the A cover. This book is the 3rd installment of the Deceased franchise. So there was Deceased. There was Deceased, not War of the Undead Gods. I can't remember what the second series was called right now, but there was a second iteration of Deceased, and now there's War of the Undead Gods. There's also been a few, like, mini-series or, like, one-shots that have come out in between that tie in as well, such as Unkillables and others. But this is the 3rd main installment of Deceased. There is a Dan Mora homage variant, which looks amazing. Also, Sage, I'm not sure currently if I have any more from Aftershock, Alternia, AWA, or Oni Press, but I know I'll have some more IDW when I look through Penguin Random House in a second. There's the Dan Mora homage cover, which I love. That's, for anyone who doesn't know, that is Damien's Batman and John's Superman. So seeing them on, it's like a Super Sense cover almost. It makes my heart full. I'm very excited for it. As well as the Acetate, which looks super good. DC Terrors Through Time, #1. This is a one-shot. It's kind of going to be a spookier book because it's going to be coming out in October. Obviously, the Super Sons are on it right in the front, so if this is something you're interested in, definitely pick it up. It is a various writers' creative team, but you can look and see that Paul Levitz, Carla Pachow, Jeremy Hahn, Tim Seeley, Zach Thompson, and others are in this book writing. Also, hi, Antonio. I miss you guys. I hope New York is being super fun and amazing. The Death of Superman 30th Anniversary Deluxe Hardcover. I believe this is just a collection of the Death of Superman stuff. It's a deluxe edition. You can see all the things it collects here if you are interested, where I'm highlighting right now. Yeah, just another hardcover, Death of Superman. Divide #1 of 2 is coming out. That's the A cover, and then that's the B cover. Flashpoint Beyond #6 is coming out. There is not currently an A or B cover solicited on this website, but they exist. I'm not sure why they're not here yet, but they're definitely real. Forward #2 of 5 is coming out. If you picked up #1 and you like it, make sure you remember to add it to sub and then go ahead and FOC whatever you want. But make sure, especially for independent books, if you're enjoying them and you're at probably like issue 2 or 3, to add them to sub because that's super important. Fox and Willow #1 of 5. This looks kind of cute. Is that the only cover? Yep. Ghost Planet One Shot. This is a Scout book, I believe. Yep. Scout book, A cover. There's also a B cover. And, oh, just kidding. The C cover is the 1 in 50. Giga #5. This is the A cover. This is the B cover. Gotham City Year 1. I showed these off in the slideshow, but here's the A and B cover again. A Highball #2. That is the A cover. The B cover is a 1 in 3, so I'm sure we'll have some. The Joker #1. This is the cover that I didn't show off in the slides. It's a Lee Bermejo, super photorealism that looks really cool. Justice League 2021, Volume 2, if y'all are missing any holes in your run. Letter 44, this is the Oni 25th Anniversary Foil Edition. It doesn't tell me what's going to be foil. I'm assuming this will be foil, which will be nice. Also, Sage, you definitely should next time you're around. I'm sure Danny would love to see it. Mindset #4, this is the A cover. Monkey Prince #7. This is the A cover, and this is the B cover. I feel like this book has been on hiatus for a while because I haven't seen anything from it. But this A cover is super sick. It's him and Arthur fighting over the Trinet, or Aquaman. Mortimer the Lazy Bird #1. This is a scoop book, an all-ages book for your kiddos. Multiversity Teen Justice 5 of 6. This is the A cover. That looks phenomenal. And then this is the B cover. Right here. Stephanie Hans has been doing an amazing job on those. And there's also a C cover, which is a Black Adam movie variant from Lee Bermejo, very photorealistic, as you saw with the Joker cover. One Star Squadron's getting a trade. Open Bar's getting a trade. Phantasmagoria #2 is happening. If you enjoyed #1, make sure you add it to sub. Poison Ivy #5 is FOCing. Lots of good covers for this. There's the Jessica Fong A cover. These have all been beautiful. There is the Steven Sejic B cover, which is super gorgeous. And then there is the David Talaski very pin-up-y C cover, which I also adore. Rick and Morty #100. This is the A cover. Coming out from, who's the publisher of this book? Why does it not tell me? It does not tell me. I believe Rick and Morty is done by either IDW or Oni, but I cannot remember right now for the life. Oni. It is Oni. Oni Press. Tony Fleek's cover. And then there's a C cover. of them on like a movie poster being very fancy, and a D cover, which is kind of an homage, not an homage, like a compilation. There's the E cover, which is of Rick, and then there's the F cover, which is of Morty. There is a Rick and Morty trade, corporate assets, Road Trip to Hell #1. This is an A cover. It is a Scout Comics book. Rogues 4 of 4. This is the A cover, and then this is the B cover. Saga of a Doomed Universe #2. This is the A cover, and then this is the B cover. It's a Alpha Flight homage variant. Then there's also a C cover that's a Dark Knight homage variant, which looks super cool. Then there's a D cover, which is a Marvel Frame anniversary kind of homage-y thing. Snow White Zombie Apocalypse Reign of the Blood-Covered King #0, not #1, is FOCing. Also a Scout Comics book. Sparks of Chaos #3. That's an A cover. Looks very like pottery-y, which is super interesting. And then there's the B cover as well. And then the C cover. Static, Shadows of Dakota #1, new Static series. Terry is going to be super excited about this. But here is the A cover for that. And then here is also the B cover, which looks super cool. I love the colors on that. And there's also a C cover, which looks super sick. There is a Superman #1 facsimile edition coming out. This exists. It's going to be $6.99 cover price, but it is literally an exact reprint of the original. Sword of Azrael #3 is FOCing. This is the A cover, which is super sick. I love it. The B cover, which I also like a lot. Triskel #5 is FOCing. And then Wonder Woman Historia of the Amazons #3. This book has been on hiatus forever. $7.99 cover price, and it is beautiful. Wonder Woman Historia of the Amazons #3 is finally FOCing, Brad. I thought that book stopped existing.
It's here.
It is.
You wait long enough, everything comes out.
True. And this is the B cover, which is also super beautiful. So that's it for DC specifically. Moving into Marvel, let me also check IDW. Axe Star Fox #1. This is the Wada variant, which is super beautiful. There's the Zula variant, and then the A cover. I showed some of these off on the show. Axe X-Men #1 has an Arthur Adams variant as well, which looks gorgeous. The LaRocca connecting variant, and then the A cover. Amazing Spider-Man #1 is getting a facsimile edition. Once again, exact reprint of the original, just not the original. It is a reprint. Ant-Man #4. Here is the A cover, which I love. I love the black and red. It looks super classy. And then the Neeties Games variant, which looks super sick. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty #5 has an A cover and a Medina connecting cover variant, both of which look beautiful. Oh, and a Neeties Games variant. It looks like it's promoting a game called Marvel Duel, as you can see the little trade dressing in the bottom corner. But beautiful covers. Daredevil #2 is getting a second printing, which is a black and white cover, which looks super good. If you're a big Daredevil fan or a completionist, this is probably something you're going to want to pick up. Edge of the Spider-Verse #5. Here's the A cover. There's some 1-in-10s for this book, and then there's the Anka variant as well. Hulk #9. This is the A cover. And then this is the Miracle Man variant. They are promoting Miracle Man #0 through putting him on some variants of some other super notorious Marvel books, which is interesting. And there's also a Predator variant, which this is probably one of the better Predator variants. Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor #5. This is the A cover. And then here is the Momoko, which is beautiful. I love this Momoko. I think it's gorgeous. And then there's also a Games variant. Marauders #7. This is the A cover, which is gorgeous. The colors are amazing. The Nuwak variant and the Games variant. Miracle Man #0. This is the A cover that I showed off on the show. This is the Dodson, which I did not show off, but it is some in the bed with butterflies. It's very pretty. And then the Scotty Young, which I did show off already. New Fantastic Four #5 has an A cover that looks amazing, kind of retro-y. And then also a Games variant. This one I can see being super popular because it has Spider-Man on it. Make sure to put in your FOC request if you're looking to get it. New Mutants 28 is getting a second printing of a land second printing variant. Magic is on here. This is a super pretty cover. If you want it, make sure to FOC it because I believe we might still have some of the first print of this on the wall. But typically second prints like this for number 28 is not something that we go very high on. So if you want it, definitely make sure to FOC it. Savage Avengers number 6. This is the A cover. And then this is the Horley variant, which looks super cool. There's also a Nitty's Games variant for this, which has Elektra on it. Beautiful cover. Spider-Man number 1. This is the A cover that I showed off on the show, as well as the Arthur Adams variant. Bengal is doing a connecting, and it has all the spiders on there. There is a blank cover. There is a Christopher action figure variant, which has a Spider-Man action figure right on the cover. A Ramos variant, which is like a mashup piece of all the different spiders. A Scotty Young variant, which is him being all brooding on top of a little chimney in the rain. It's kind of adorable. Moving on to Star Wars The Mandalorian, number 4. This is the A cover. There is a concept art variant that'll be coming out, which also has Grogu on it. This is super cute. And then there's a LaRocca variant that is gorgeous. It's of him and a little girl. And then there is the Grogu Momoko variant that looks amazing. I love this cover. Tuma Dracula number 1 is getting facsimile edition if this is something you're interested in. X-Men Red number 7, which is an Axe tie-in. This is the A cover. If you are trying to get all the X tie-ins, definitely make sure to FOC this. This is something you're going to want. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Saturday Morning Adventures. This looks to be a one-shot. This was actually it's a trade. It just didn't say trade paperback. I was like, this book already came out. But this is a trade of the miniseries for G.I. Joe Saturday Morning Adventures, if you guys missed out and want to check it out. Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome is also getting a trade paperback, if this is something that you missed out on but want to pick up. Dark Spaces Wildfire, number 4. This is the A cover. This book did get picked up for a TV show, so definitely something that you might want to consider picking up. And there's also the B cover and the C cover. And also the D cover, which is my favorite of the bunch. Godzilla Monsters and Protectors, All Hail the King, number 1. New Godzilla series coming out from IDW. This is the A cover. And then this is the B cover. Star Trek Lower Decks, number 2. This is the A cover. And then this is the B cover. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 133. This is the A cover. This is the Eastman variant, which does not yet have an image. Steve Canyon Volume 12 exists and is FOCing if you're interested. Iron Man Epic Collection, Return of Tony Stark. This is FOCing. Mighty Marvel Masterworks, Namor the Submariner Volume 1, The Quest Begins trade. This is the original cover. Gorgeous book. Same book, different cover. This is a Romero cover. Trials of X Volume 2 is getting a trade paperback. Venom Lethal Protector Heart of the Hunted. This is the new Lethal Protector mini that came out. Super good series. It's not a reprint of the old series. It's a new story, kind of some changes made. Highly recommend it if you like the original. Definitely something worth reading. I enjoyed it a lot. Planet Hulk Omnibus. This is the direct market version. And then there's also a portrait cover. The Invincible Iron Man Volume 16 is getting a Marvel Masterworks hardcover, which is right there. And then there's also a direct market version. Marvel Studios Eternals, the art of the movie, is getting a nice little hardcover if you loved Eternals and want the art book from the movie. Thunderbolts is getting a Volume 3 omnibus. Both a Gromit cover and just kidding, a Civil War cover and a Thunderbolts cover. And that is the end of FOC for this week, y'all. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to mention them in your email. Make sure when you send your emails to Brenna at thecollectivecomics.com that you put the full title, your issue number, and your cover preference. And if y'all have literally any questions, just let me know because this stuff can be kind of confusing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from y'all soon. I hope you all have a great day. Also, thank you, Roy. Thanks for watching. But yeah, enjoy your weekend, y'all. Stay safe. Have a good Labor Day. I'll see you guys next week.